Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I wanted to talk to you about all of the Alex Ross Villains covers. I'm going to be telling you what books they're on and when those books are coming out. I also want to remind you I am doing my 1K subscriber giveaway, so I will give you I'll put the card here where you can win a couple slabs, and then also please check my description of this video for my PayPal and my Venmo if you want to support this channel. With all that being said, with a little bit of further ado, because I do want to ask you to please like, comment, subscribe, now we can get started. Alright everybody, first to start this off, we're going to do March 1st, and this one is Rogue and Gambit #1. This is the Mystique variant, and there's honestly anything too special about this, so let's just move on to the next one, which is Hallows Eve #1, and this is the Green Goblin variant. So I'm going to put Hallows Eve #1 cover A right here so that you can check it out, because this one is actually a key. It is just, the first issue of her solo run, so check this out, and those are the ones that are coming out on March 1st. And next up, we're going to be talking about the books that are coming out the following week, the second week in March, March 8th, 2023, and kicking things off, we have Avengers 66, and this is the Ultron cover. Now this book, really it's the end of Jason Aaron's run, which continues on, and the story continues on Avengers Forever #15, so it's not much of a key, but I figure it's worth it, and I'll put the other cover right here. Moving on, we have the Super Skrull variant on Fantastic Four #5, and there's nothing really worthy about this book, so I'm just going to move forward. And we have Eric Voss's favorite character, Mephisto, on Scarlet Witch #3. This one is somewhat of a spec. It's enough, I guess I'll show it, but it's going to be a possible first appearance of Scythia, the leader of the Bake. So, could be a possible first appearance. So, just like anything else, it's worth it. I'll put the cover A so you can see it. But let's go ahead and we will move on to Mary Jane and Black Cat #4, featuring a beautiful Black Cat cover. So there's nothing spec-wise on this. It's just a beautiful book, and as soon as Black Cat comes to the MCU, you know she's gonna be huge. Everyone's gonna be looking for all of the most beautiful covers of her, and I think this is one of the best. But continuing on, we have Dark Phoenix on the cover of X-Men #20, and again, there's no really spec worthiness on this one, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on from there. And that was it for March 8th, and next up we're going to be talking about March 15th. And continuing on with March 15th, 2023, the first one we have is Hulk 13, featuring the leader on the cover. And most of these aren't going to have any spec plays, so I'll probably just keep moving forward. And then we have Red Skull on the cover of Captain America, Symbol of Truth, #11. And we have the White Queen on Wolverine #1. I'm sorry, Wolverine #31. And then next we have Captain Marvel #47, featuring Juggernaut. And this is the first of 2 spec picks in this week, and that is Miles Morales #4, featuring the Scorpion. And this is a possible introduction of new Spider Slayers. So I'll go ahead and put cover A right here, so you can check it out. And the last book for this week is Avengers Forever number 15. So I guess this is the one where Jason Aaron's run continues from the previous book, from Avengers 66. And this one features Kang. So for me, this is going to be the one that you're probably going to want to pick up the most, just because of everything that's going on with Kang being the big bad and all that. And this is the conclusion of the Avengers Forever title as well. So it looks like this one will complete the entire Jason Aaron run from the Avengers and this. So he will be done after this book. So I'll put cover A right here so you can check it out. Here we have the only book for the week of March 22nd, 2023, and it features Dormammu on the cover of Doctor Strange number 1. Now, this is a number 1 of a new series, so there's probably not much as far as Spec goes. However, you could see some cameos in here for first appearances that could take place in numbers 2 or 3. I think they did some of that with Strange Academy. They had a lot of first appearances, obviously, in the number 1, but I'm pretty sure they also had a lot of mentions of people that they then had first appearances in number 2. So, something you might want to think about. And moving on now to March 29th with FOC of February 20th. There's an Elektra on Daredevil number 9. With no Spec. And there's an Invincible Iron Man number 4 with probably the best Iron Man bad guy. And I really don't know how they're doing this without... I'll just say it's the Mandarin. But I don't know, like, it's really bothering me that they're putting in the Mandarin and Iron Man's not going to face the Mandarin when the Mandarin is clearly Iron Man's like best bad guy. I mean, I know they had Ironmonger and whatever, but and like Justin Hammer for whatever he was, but the Mandarin is the definitive bad guy, antagonist to Tony Stark's Iron Man, and we're not going to get him in the MCU, or if they, I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe Secret Wars somehow. So anyway, moving on, this is the third and final one for release date of March 29th, and that is Venom Lethal Protector, Volume 2, Number 1. And naturally, there's just Venom on the cover. It's a beautiful cover. It's one of my favorite covers, actually, but I'm probably not going to pick it up just because there's no resale value, and I don't really have the budget anymore to be buying strictly for art anymore. So those are the 3 that are going to be coming out on March 29th, 2023, and the FOC for those is February 20th, so a week from Monday. You're going to want to make sure you get those orders in if you want to pick these up. And now moving on into the month of April, Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. We're kicking things off with a beautiful Magneto cover on Scarlet Witch number 4, which makes sense given that Magneto is Scarlet Witch's dad in the comics. Moving on to the Alex Ross MODOK cover on Captain America Sentinel of Liberty number 11. Following that, we have Wolverine number 32 with Rhino. And next we have Spider-Man number 11, and this is going to have Doc Ock on the cover. Next up is Lizard on the cover of Venom 18. And lastly, we have Mysterio on the cover of Amazing Spider-Man 23. But I there is no real reason to mention this book other than the Alex Ross cover on this list. However, I did want to bring it to your attention. A beautiful Disney 100 cover that is an homage to the Infinity Gauntlet. So, just wanted to bring that to your attention, and that's it for the week of April 5th, 2023. And the next week of April 12th, 2023 has probably most of the most books of any week so far, or even after. So let's just continue on with Doctor Doom on the cover of Guardians of the Galaxy #1. And this does have a little bit of a spec. It does have the introduction of something called Grootfall, which is considered an ominous phenomenon, but other than that, there's nothing really. And then we have Moon Knight #22 with a beautiful Kingpin cover. I'm really excited to see Kingpin in the MCU. They kind of did him dirty in the Hawkeye series, but I think that they can redeem themselves in the MCU. Following that, we have Thor #33 with a beautiful, awesome Loki cover. I'll just leave that there for a sec. Next up is Annihilus on the cover of Fantastic Four #6. Following that, we have Baron Zemo on the cover of Captain America Cold War Alpha #1. Second to last for this week, we have Hela on the cover of Carnage #12. And I love that they picked that for her because it's basically what she looked like in the movie, so I think a lot of normies can kind of associate with that. And the last book for this week is Electro on the cover of Miles Morales Spider-Man #5. And the second to last week, with a handful of covers, we start off with Red Goblin #3 with Sandman on the cover. Next up, we have a beautiful Galactus on the cover of Avengers Assemble Omega #1, and this is actually the finale of Jason Aaron's 5-year run on the Avengers, so he may do something big to put his final stamp on it. Otherwise, Jason Aaron's done, and hopefully we can get good Avengers stories going forward. And here we have a beautiful Thanos you can see on the cover of Warlock Rebirth #1. And the spec on this one is there actually is a first appearance of a new character named Eve Warlock, an enemy from Adam's past, who was said to be the next step in evolution. And the last book for this week is going to be Amazing Spider-Man #24 with the Vulture on it. Here's the final week for the Alex Ross covers, and there's 3 left. Leading things off, we have Hulk #14, and this is the week of April 26, 2023, with a beautiful Abomination cover. I know I say beautiful all the time. I should just insert a thing at the beginning that says, all these covers are beautiful. Get used to me saying beautiful. It's Alex Ross. What do you expect? Next up, we have Mole Man randomly on the front of Deadpool #6. I am not aware of Mole Man, honestly. I don't know if it's a Deadpool. I'm not big on Deadpool comics. I don't know if Deadpool is, if Mole Man is a Deadpool, or who a bad guy for is a Mole Man is for. But with those two out of the way, we come to the end with Apocalypse on the cover of Sins of Sinister Dominion #1. And this is the conclusion of the year 1000 timeline. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got a chance to look at the Alex Ross covers you may be interested in. Now you know when they're going to want to come out, and you can keep an eye out for those FOCs if you want to get multiples, so you can go ahead and make sure that you get your order in so you can get those multiples if that's something you want. And I do hope that you also found my information useful to any spec or any other reason to get maybe the cover A for a book, or even just get multiples of these because you think these will be the covers to have. That's all up to you, whatever you think you know is best for you, and whatever your gut tells you and stuff like that. I really couldn't tell you, I'm wrong so often. But that's hence my name is non-expert. You know, I just kind of give my non-expert opinion on stuff. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book and collectible content like this. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you can click a card here, and you're going to be able to see all of the comic books being released in the month of February. You can also click the card here for FOC that is going to be due Monday, this coming Monday, February 13th, 2023. Thanks again for checking out this video. Have a great one, and until the next video, bye.